All right, so I'm going to do a video on nutrition, if you will. I normally don't do nutrition fitness videos, but I kind of feel it necessary to do one. And this one is going to be surrounded around improving your immune system because we have to fight the virus. And you could wear a mask, that's great. If you wear a mask, wonderful. If you don't want to wear a mask, that's up to you. I really have no personal opinion. Um, there are different arguments on the mask, whatnot. But one thing that you can do that's better than the mask is improve your immune system. All right. Now, people are always like, why don't you do something on fitness and bodybuilding and stuff like that? And I'm like, I don't want to. There's too many of those channels out. And I wanted to talk more about psychology and sociology and relationships and life coaching and whatnot, because I think I'm good at that. And what's funny is people say, do stuff on fitness. You'd be good at that. And what's funny is I don't have degrees on fitness. I have degrees in psychology. I don't have degrees in fitness. The fitness stuff is just learned over time because I'm 44 years old and this is stuff that I've learned. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you, or teach you, for lack of a better term, how to improve your immune system so you could stay safe in this pandemic world that we live in now, right? Maybe I should have did this sooner, but I still don't think people know. I still don't hear people talking about it. And that's sad. All I hear is wear the mask and stay away from each other. Nobody talks about how improving your immune system. The best way to fight a virus or to not contract a virus is to improve your immune system. So that's what we're going to do here. Okay. So I'm going to start off with the basics. We're going to do the basics. We'll get into food, and then we'll get to supplementation. Okay. So here are the basics. Number one, if you smoke, stop smoking. If you're overweight, lose weight. If you are diabetic, get that under control. If you are anemic, get that under control. If you have high blood pressure, get that under control. If you have high cholesterol, get that under control. Go to your doctor, change your diet, take the medications you need. That's basic. I mean, everybody should know and understand that. The weaker you are, the more things you have wrong with you, the weaker your immune system. Now, exercise. You don't have to exercise like me. I'm a madman, okay? Do something 3 times a week, 4 times a week. Break a sweat. I don't care what it is. You want to weight lift. You want to do Zumba. You want to bike ride. You want to walk around the block. I don't care. Anything. Just break a sweat 3 to 4 days a week. Exercise. Half hour, 40 minutes, an hour. It's not going to kill you, and it'll make you feel good, right? Start off with a half hour and build your way up to an hour, whatever it is. I don't care if it's one of those treadmills in your house. I don't care if you go bowling, do something, anything. Get off the couch, stop eating crap and getting fat. Get off the couch and exercise, right? All that stuff is the basics. That's what we all knew. More of the basics, get a good night's sleep. Everybody knows you need a good night's sleep. The more rest and sleep you get, the better your immune system is going to function, right? These are all things that are going to help. Stress. Learn how to deal with stress. Whatever it takes for you to relieve stress, whatever it is to help you deal with stress, do it. Again, this is all basic stuff. This is all things that your mother's going to tell you, right? Basic stuff. So now we're going to go into a little bit more complex, but it's not that difficult. So now we're going to talk food. Okay. Normal people, not people that are into bodybuilding like myself or into crazy fitness or anything like that. Normal people, regular people that work every day, usually eat 3 meals a day, right? Maybe a snack after that. Make smart food choices. I'm going to teach you right now how to make smart food choices. Okay. With every meal you need, if it's 3 meals a day, 3 meals and a snack, whatever the case may be. If you're eating less than that, that's not good. That's also going to hurt your immune system. If you're eating 1 meal a day, if you're one of those guys like my brother that works all day, blue collar, and goes home and eats 1 meal a day, that's not good. That's that's defeating the purpose. That's actually hurting your immune system. Your immune system needs nutrients to function right. Okay. 3 meals a day and a snack. That is normal. Okay. Here we go. Every meal needs a protein source, carbohydrate source, greens, and essential fats. Okay. If you can get that in your 3 meals, you'll make a significant difference. So here's what I mean. Breakfast, eggs, some maybe broccoli or spinach in the eggs, right? Oatmeal, that's your carbohydrate source, okay? And the fat is also going to be within the eggs. The yolk has essential fatty acids. Believe it or not, fats are actually good for you. Essential fats are good for you. Here's the thing. All these foods need to be either organic or it is going to say, the eggs are going to say cage-free, or it's going to say organic, or it's going to say vegetarian, right? I'll get into that in a minute. Okay. Water. Make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you drink water. Okay. Coffee is fine, just not so much sugar, right? Good. Okay. Lunch. A piece of protein, 5, 6, 7 ounces of chicken, fish, so on and so forth. Maybe brown rice, maybe a sweet potato, right? And you have to sort out how much you need. If you're a girl and you're 110 pounds, you don't need that much, right? But if you're a guy and you're 6'4" and you're 250 pounds, you need to eat a lot more, right? It's not one serving size. You have to figure that out for you. I know what I take in, but it's not what you take in. Also, greens. Make sure the greens are green. Don't eat cauliflower or carrots on a regular basis. Greens are high in fiber, and they're also have less sugar. Anything with greens have less sugar. You could do carrots and cauliflower from time to time, but greens are more beneficial. Okay. Broccoli, string beans, asparagus, spinach, kale, romaine lettuce, things like that. Okay. Okay. Then you're going to need certain fats, right? So you can either put macadamia nut oil on your food, which is really good. That's a really good source of fats, macadamia nut oil. A Species Nutrition makes one, right? My wife uses it. We have it downstairs. Or you could have some cashews, almonds, pecans. You could do peanuts, but the other nuts are more nutritious. Make sure things are salted. Don't ignore your salt, okay? It is this tremendous fib that if you have excess salt, your blood pressure is going to go up. If your blood pressure is fine, salt your food. Salting food helps you to lose water weight, okay? And it also helps the contraction of your muscles and you will not get cramps, okay? All right. Dinner, salad, kale, baby greens, romaine lettuce, so on and so forth. If you want red meat, make sure the red meat is grass-fed red meat. And I'm going to explain why you should go with grass-fed, organic. If you want fish, make sure the fish is wild caught. That's what wild caught salmon, anything wild caught. Okay, and I'm going to explain why. Brown rice. Make sure you stick with brown rice and a sweet potato, not white rice or white potatoes, and I'll explain why. Okay, first thing, carbohydrate sources. Brown rice, sweet potato, oatmeal. These things are slowly processed in your system. They're slowly processed for several reasons. Each one will have different reasons. When your carbohydrates are slowly processed, you're feeding your body carbohydrates slowly. So your blood sugar levels are going to stay level. If your body has a crash of white rice, carbohydrates rather, which is like white rice, any kind of simple sugars, candy, junk food, corn syrup, what else? Did I say white potatoes, red potatoes, anything like that? What happens is your blood sugar level spikes and your insulin level also spikes. And that's when certain things go out of whack, right? Your blood sugar goes out of whack and your insulin level goes out of whack. You want everything to be smooth. Everything we're doing is to improve your immune system. It's really not difficult. You go to the store, you go to ShopRite, you buy organic chicken. You're going to know it's organic because it's half the size of regular chicken because they don't pump it with steroids and antibiotics and blah, blah, blah. You buy wild caught fish. You buy grass-fed meat. Now, all this stuff is a little bit more expensive, but believe me, you cannot put a price tag on your health, especially now with this pandemic going on. Okay. Greens, nuts, macadamia nut oil. You could use olive oil, but you can't cook with olive oil. You can cook with macadamia nut oil. That's the truth. I mean, olive oil knows that when you get to a certain temperature, it burns and it's no good anymore. Olive oil is usually just poured on your salad or whatnot. Macadamia nut oil you could also cook with, and instead of also just putting it on your food. Okay. If you want to use, I think was it coconut oil? Is that it too? I think that's also pretty good. Coconut oil is a strange one, but I usually stick to the macadamia nut oil. The salmon has tremendous good fats in it. Wild caught salmon has great fats in it. Omega 3 and 6, right? Omega 3, 6, 9. I think that's what it is. Same thing with the organic eggs. The yolks, great source of 3, 6, 9. I'm going to tell you why it's so important to eat organic. It's very important. If you don't eat organic, everything that is farm raised in this country on a mass scale is fed corn. Everything. Cattle, fish, chicken, everything. But that's not what they eat. Cows eat grass. Fish eat other fish. Chickens eat seeds. So what happens is they feed them this corn and they inevitably get sick. When they get sick, they give them antibiotics. All this makes the nutrition of the food go out the window, and it also increases the toxins that you're putting into your body. Toxins inevitably will decrease your immune system. So organic foods. So let's start from the beginning. Lose weight, stop smoking, get all health conditions under control, exercise, organic foods, carbohydrates, greens, protein, essential fats, right? Okay. That's the basics, right? Well, the food isn't basic, but it is what we all should be doing, especially now, right? Supplementation. Most of us don't get enough vitamins, minerals, so on and so forth, because we don't have a balanced diet, because we're busy, right? And a lot of times you need more than what a particular food will give you. So supplementations. I will show you what I use. And first of all, I'm going to show you what is necessary for everybody to use. And everybody. Then I use extra stuff for bodybuilding stuff. We'll get into that later. So I'm going to show you the supplementation that I use. Okay. So the first thing, let me see, I got my bag of tricks here. Okay. The first thing that I use, let's just put everything out here. Okay. Just everything here, blah, blah, blah. Brought everything. It's like show and tell when you're a kid. Okay. Multivitamin, right? Now you want to shop at Vitamin Shop or GNC or some natural vitamin shop, okay? If you go to GNC, and I'm sorry, if you go to CVS, sorry about that, or Eckert's or whatever, those Walgreens, the majority is going to be synthetic and they don't absorb well, and then most of it is crap. That's why it's a lot cheaper, okay? You go to Vitamin Shop, you get brands like Solgar. Solgar is been around since 1947. and it's all natural. The majority of, the majority, maybe even all of the vitamins and minerals in Soul and Vitamin Shop and GNC are natural. Okay. Right. Okay. Don't be afraid to take the vitamins. If it says 2 daily on the back, take 2. Okay. Vitamin C, extra vitamin C. Extra vitamin C is definitely going to help you with your immune system. There's vitamin C in your multi, but you need extra. Everybody needs extra vitamin C to fight. And obviously, everybody knows that for immune system, right? Fight off colds and flu and all that crap. Okay, but especially now, right? It gives vitamin C. Right. Good. Okay. Now, here's why you should not be afraid to take vitamin C, extra vitamin C. Vitamin C is a water-soluble vitamin. You take it and you do pee-pee, the rest out. It does not stay in your system. It uses what it needs and you do pee-pee and the rest comes out. Some vitamins are not water-soluble. They are fat-soluble. They are stored in your liver. That's why, with some exceptions, you don't need to take extra of those, right? Okay. Vitamin D. Vitamin D is a vitamin that is fat soluble. But here's the thing. We don't get enough vitamin D. We never get enough vitamin D because we're not in the sunlight. So you need to take extra. Most people are deficient in vitamin D. Okay. Now, if you decide to go to keep saying GNC. If you decide to go to CVS or Walgreens or whatnot to buy your vitamins, there's this little, because my wife bought this from GNC, but there's this little USP stamp. If you can see that, it says USP right there. That means that this is natural. And it also means that this USP is a national, how can you say, overseer of vitamins to make sure that what's in here is 100% in here. And usually the vitamins that are sold at CVS, Walgreens, if they have this is fine. Otherwise, I suggest going to Vitamin Shop or GNC. Okay? Most important, especially for the pandemic fighting the virus. Minerals. Very, very important. Minerals. Especially zinc. Very important. Now, it can't just be any minerals. It has to be chelated. Chelated minerals have an extreme absorption rate, an extremely better absorption rate than regular minerals. They are made better. They are bound by amino acids, and your body absorbs them a lot better. Zinc is the number one nutrient you need to fight off this pandemic, okay, to fight off this virus. Zinc. Also, what you want to do when you take your multivitamins, I know it's disgusting, but I'm going to teach you how to stay away from this virus and fight it off, okay? I know it's disgusting. Drink 8 ounces to 12 ounces of tonic water a day, okay? The reason why you want to drink 8 ounces to 12 ounces of tonic water a day is because there's quinine in it. Quinine helps the absorption of zinc. And zinc is the most important mineral you're going to need to fight off this virus, okay? Now, if you are over 40, I suggest you use CoQ10. CoQ10 helps to, Jesus Christ, I lost my train of thought. CoQ10 helps to develop new cells and repair cells. As you get older, your body runs out of CoQ10 and your body can't repair cells as good as it used to. So you take it. I take 100 milligrams. It's one of these a day, okay? That helps. The last thing that everybody should use, fiber. Fiber. Your gut health, your stomach health leads to an immune system problem. You need to have good gut health, and fiber is the way to do it, okay, especially as we get older. You can get any fiber, but I choose to buy the better fiber. And the reason why I choose the better fiber is because the better fiber has a higher swell rate. So what that means is after you drink it, the fiber swells, and that lets it push all the toxins in the shit out of your intestines out. More better than a cheaper fiber, right? So what I use is Species. Species is a great company. You got to get it online though. I think you get this in Amazon. It's called Fiberlize. It uses the highest quality swell rate fiber, okay? Take 1 scoop The mango flavor is actually delicious, but you got to drink it fast. Not fast, but you got to drink it in under a minute, because what happens is it swells. Once water hits the fiber, the fiber swells, and if you leave it sitting there, it turns into like this gelatin, and then it's disgusting. You can still eat it, but it's gross, right? So you want that swelling to happen in your body. You just drink it. Okay, it actually tastes really good. I got my wife drinking it. She does it too. I got my wife taking all these things. Well, she takes some minerals, and she takes her vitamin D, and she takes her multi. She doesn't take anything else, but at least I got her on the right track, right? Here is a bit of information that will actually blow your mind a little bit. There was a study done. I don't know what year, some time ago. The study was about the difference in health benefits from grass-fed beef to regular farm-raised beef in mass production. They did this study, and they figured out that if America would just use grass-fed beef instead of the regular beef that we use, you would cut the heart disease in half in this country just by doing that. I know these things are a lot more expensive, but to me, you can't put a price tag on your health, especially now, right? Especially now. Now, if you guys are interested, I also take things for bodybuilding reasons. Now, I know I had an operation, so I lost some weight, so I'm not really holding as much muscle as I used to. But hopefully in the near future, in the next few months, I'll be able to go back to what I used to look like, right? Whatever. Once I get a checkup from the doctor and he says everything's okay, then I could really hit the gym hard again and so on and so forth. Whatever. This is what I use. This is just strictly for bodybuilding reasons, okay? Nothing has nothing to do with your immune system or anything like that. We already covered that, right? Okay. This is just if you're interested. I use a pre-workout, okay? Pre-workouts are fine to use as long as they don't raise your blood pressure. If they raise your blood pressure, you cannot use it. Don't use it if you raise your blood pressure. If it raises your blood pressure. If your blood pressure is raised, there's extra stress on your kidneys. If your kidneys are harmed, you cannot repair them, right? It is not like your liver, where if it's harmed, the liver repairs itself. Once you mess with your kidneys and they're fucked, they're really fucked forever, okay? And nobody wants to be on dialysis when they get older. So as long as this doesn't raise your blood pressure, it's fine. Also, I use a creatine-free because I used to have kidney stones. So I don't use creatine anymore. A lot of these have creatine in them. If you don't have kidney stones, and that doesn't seem to be a problem, you could use the creatine. I choose to get the creatine-free one because I get kidney stones. Okay, I also use a whey protein powder. This is a whey protein powder. This is ProSups. This is one of the newer brands. It's a good brand. It's on the same level as Species, okay? The reason why I use a whey isolate, as you can see, a whey isolate, they put the protein powder through a different process or an extra process to make it finite, if you will, okay? And it absorbs a hell of a lot faster in your body after you drink it, okay? This absorbs, if you drink it just like this, supposedly, studies have shown if you drink whey isolate with water, nothing else, it will absorb into your body in 15 minutes. It won't absorb all of it, but it will absorb it into your body in 15 minutes. If you add food, it will absorb into your body slower, but it will absorb the majority of it, right? So usually I drink this right after I work out because you want to get those nutrients right into your body to help repair the muscle that you just broke down, right? And on top of that, after I work out, I use a Carbolyze from Species. This is a fast-acting carbohydrate. This is the only time I approve of using a fast-acting carbohydrate is right after you work out. You put this into your protein shake because your muscles lose, oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot the term. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Oh God. Kill me. I can't believe I actually forgot. Oh, wow. I'm going to remember this tomorrow and I'm going to wind up fucking kicking myself. Forget it. I'll remember it at the end when I'm done with this thing. But carbohydrates actually restore the nutrient that provides energy into your muscle, which is held into your muscles. I forgot the name of it. Dear God, I talk about this constantly. Sorry. But I do 1 scoop of this, 2 scoops of the protein right after I work out. And that's it. That is what I use. Other than that, look, nobody's going to help you more than yourself. Get on track, get healthy. This is dangerous times. The majority of people that have died from this virus have been people that were unhealthy to begin with, people that had problems to begin with. And the majority of people that were healthy brushed it off like nothing happened. The 3 people that I know that got it were young and healthy. 2 of them didn't even have fever. After 10 days, they were back to normal. And they were young and healthy. The majority of people that died were either already had problems, right? And or they were put on ventilators. I understand that when they were put on the ventilators, that was actually a mistake. This is from what I understand. They didn't know what they were dealing with. People that were having shortness of breath, you give them a ventilator, right? But apparently it didn't work. I don't want to blame anybody or anything like that. This is just the information that I've found out, that I've read, right? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe it was a false report. Probably not, but maybe I'm wrong. You need to take care of yourself. Your family needs you there. Your wife needs you there. Your kids need you there, okay? If you don't like to swallow pills, they make all this stuff in liquid. You could drink it. They make all this stuff in chewables. You could eat it, okay? Make sure you take all these vitamins and minerals with food. It can really do damage to your stomach. It needs to be absorbed with food. And if you help, it will actually help you absorb the vitamins and nutrients better if you process it with food, if your body processes it with food, because your body processes food better than any supplementation. So if you take it with food, it's not going to bother your stomach and you're going to absorb it better. Okay? I'm still trying to think of that word. I am going to get it because I am actually going to look it up right now while I'm on my phone. And I'm going to kick myself when I find out what the hell it is. Okay, let's see. I can't believe I can't remember I'm going to kill myself. I'm actually wasting time. I'm making this longer. I wanted to make this relatively short because I can't remember. Let's see. Why do you need carbohydrates after a workout? Let's see. Post-workout nutrition. This is actually what I can't believe glycogen. Your body has glycogen in its muscles. Okay. No, am I right about that? Increase protein synthesis, restore glycogen. Yes, glycogen. After you work out, your body uses its glycogen to an excess. If you work out hard, you're going to lose most of it. So your carbohydrate drink right after you work out will restore the glycogen, and it will not do any other damage like increase your blood sugar level, your insulin, like we talked before, because it's absorbing it greatly. It needs it. Okay, that's the only time I recommend a fast-acting carbohydrate. Okay, put that in my shake. Boom, drink it. 15 minutes, everything is in you. Okay, and you're good to go. And then you have your meal sometime after that. That's only if you're into bodybuilding. The immune system thing we covered. That has nothing to do with the carbohydrate, the protein, the pre-workout, nothing like that. Look, I hope this is helpful. The last couple of videos I did were goofy. They were true. They were factual as far as I'm concerned, but they were goofy. I am going to do a couple of serious ones. This one was serious, and I take my health serious. My father went through his life and he did not take his health serious, and he died when he was 69. And he did not die well. He suffered for a while because he did not take care of himself. Smoked, ate, overweight, the whole thing. From the time he was 50 to 69 was a disaster. Always in the hospital. And I've always been interested in bodybuilding. Now that I'm getting older, I'm more interested in staying healthy, which is if you're over 40, you need to make that transition. Get your blood work done, so on and so forth. Right? When you're young, you could, when you're young, it's unbelievable. You could walk through walls when you're young and nothing happens, right? But I would love to see people do more. I get aggravated, not so much when I see people driving in a car with a mask. That doesn't bother me. If that makes you feel better and that puts you at ease, fine. I hate when I see somebody wearing the mask and they pull it down and they're smoking a cigarette. To me, that is ridiculous, because it's like, I want to protect myself from this new disease, but I really don't care about the old disease like cancer. If you take care of yourself, this thing will not be much of an issue. Take care of yourself. Get healthy, exercise. If you're married, this is something you could do with your spouse. We're going to go to the gym together. We're going to take spin classes together. We're going to buy bicycles and go riding outside together. This actually could help. This actually could help your relationship. It's something that you do together. I'm telling you, this is as important as anything else. All right. I hope this was informative. Listen, I probably won't do another nutrition video or bodybuilding video or exercise video, because that's not what I wanted to do. This was the one because I thought it was necessary. If you have any questions that you want to send me, Serious and Silliness on Facebook, Serious and Silliness on Instagram, and that is one word, Serious, A-N-D, Silliness, Serious and Silliness, one word. Or email me at unclejohn1201@gmail. And I'll be happy to answer all your questions. I can answer them directly. I can answer them on here, whatever you'd like. If you want to keep it private, just tell me, keep it private, and I will answer them on there. And if I don't have the answer, I will find out. Okay? This is like my extreme hobby. This would be like if somebody is really into golfing, but that's not what they do for a living, but they know everything about golfing. That's me. Fitness is my extreme hobby, and I know a lot, and I'm always learning. I'm always watching YouTube channels, reading things online, listening to podcasts, so on and so forth. All right? So listen, stay safe out there. Get healthy. Do what you got to do. Your family needs you. We got to beat this thing. All right? All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon. I'll be back soon.